Malaysian minister bans murderous anti-vaxxer seminar from youth centre.
Here's a summary of the article.
Youth and Sports Minister Syed Sadiq Syed Abdul Rahman has barred a planned anti-vaccination seminar from taking place in a government-owned youth centre. The seminar was to be held at the International Youth Centre in Cheras, which is owned by the Youth and Sports Ministry. If they want to influence how to indirectly murder innocent people, they can take their seminar somewhere else, he tweeted. I will never allow this, especially in the Youth and Sports Ministry's facilities. Free speech and expression have its limits. Putrajaya is working to make vaccinations a legal requirement. Health Minister Julkifli Ahmad previously said that the government is considering a proposal to make vaccines for measles, mumps, and rubella, and diphtheria compulsory. Deputy Women, Family and Community Development Minister Hannah Yeoh had called for parents who do not vaccinate their children to be charged with neglect.
This post received a score of 2,806, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Who funds this anti-vax shit?
Anti-vaxxers are mostly people with disposable incomes from what I noticed. The only possible people I think would be backing it other than the actual anti-vaxxers are the people that already promote herbal remedies, folk medicine and faith healing. Even though that's a small percentage, those businesses actually make pretty good money cause the people using it pay out.
Greater than anti-vaxxers are mostly people with disposable incomes from what I noticed. Easy to have money when you don't have kids, eh?
At what point do we define these anti-vaxxers as public health risk and quarantine them and surround the area with people who are medically unfit to vaccinate, but got sick due to anti-vaxxers? They can only leave if they get vaccinated or they'd most likely become sick too.
The symptoms developed would be as follows: 98% would develop a fever and rash. 6% of children would develop pneumonia, which is one of the biggest dangers. It alone would kill 0.12% of all children. 0.1% will develop encephalitis. 0.025% develop SSPE, a progressive neurological disorder in which the virus lingers in the brain for a few years before killing the child. Overall, 0.0012% may develop a serious side effect, all of which can be treated in developed countries. 0.0001% of boys will develop inflammation of the genitalia and 0.0001% could develop encephalitis, but there is no evidence to suggest that any will develop autism as a result of the vaccine despite multiple studies.
Wow, made it to the front. Good work, YB. Get bike.
I will never allow this, especially in the Youth and Sports Ministry's facilities. Free speech and expression have its limits.
Not vaccinating your children isn't free speech, it's malice.
I wouldn't call it malice, they're just dangerously ignorant and stupid. These people don't actually want to harm their children, they're just so clueless that they truly believe they know better than every single doctor, scientist, or otherwise mildly intelligent person.
I didn't know any better isn't an excuse for killing someone. Why should it be any different for in this case?
What you're talking about is negligence, not malice. The person you're responding to isn't wrong that a parent acting to protect their children is by definition not malice even if they're wrong, but you could definitely call it negligence, and we're seeing more and more policies moving in that direction.
Infringe on the freedom of others, and justice will avenge. Under law, a child cannot drink alcohol because the alcohol can harm brain development. We do not, however, allow human sacrifice, because that infringes on the sacrificed's rights. The people allergic to the vaccine aren't infringing on your rights, their immune system isn't in their direct control.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.